Hello and welcome back. I'm Claire, this is Purple Poppy, and as you can see it's Somerset Studio time. I always get excited when a new magazine comes in. I've had a good flick through it. There's quite a few things that I'd like to have a play with. I'm not going to turn every page with you. I think, it can be a little bit boring. But this front cover is awesome, and I'm glad to see that this time round there's two pieces by the wonderful Mags Woodcock. So we'll definitely be doing those. But today I want to have a go at this Travel for Sea Change by Deborah Helms. It's quite appropriate because those of you that are following along with the swap series that I'm doing with the treasured page, that's all about a summer vacation this time. So the postcards and the seashells, it all just sort of resonated with me when I saw it. So we're going to have a little bash. Now I see that what she's done here, what Deborah's done, is she's actually made a journal. She's got a semi-hard cover, front and back, and then the insides are decorated up envelopes. I don't really want to do a journal. I'm just going to do more of a sort of folio with it. So I've got my doggy paper clip there. We'll check back at the end and see how close I got to doing it. Now I brought along a selection of things. I've already had a little play, as you can see. I was a little bit bored over the weekend, so I had a little bit of a play with that. Right, so I brought along some vintage book page. Now that sounds like cardboard because it's 5 layers glued together. So that's going to be my firm front and back. I've got a couple of tags, commercial made tags. I've got some Tim Holtz paper. These photographs are the Tracy Fox Coastal Shores, I think it's called. I've got some vintage letters, just, print out. I've got some brown card. Now she used envelopes, so I've got this very long yellow one because I think it's long and slim. I've got this brown one, and I've got this vintage airmail one. I can't quite, oh hang on, yes I can. 19, I think that says 62, and it's the lovely old typewriter, and it's got some beautiful stamps on it. So I've got that one, and then I've die cut file folder from Tim Holtz and a coin envelope, another envelope that I'd already made, and then just bits of paper and another die there. So we're going to have good old play. I don't know how long we're going to be. I would say grab a coffee and settle in because I don't think this is going to be a quick thing. But it's Monday morning here, and I'm filming for, as you know, Tuesday. I say as you know, if you're new here, you may not know that now if I cut this to 18, we can cut a half point at 9. So there's my half point. And there's my trim. If you're new here, you may not know, that's what I'm saying, that I come along on a Tuesday to your screen, TV, iPad, computer, whatever it is, phone, and I do a paper craft project of varying kinds. I then pop back to you on a Sunday with a fabric project, some form of slow stitching, making something. And if you are on Ko-fi, you'll find me there on a Friday with a Ko-fi only project. So there you go. So I'm here 3 times a week, and if I'm honest, I nearly always film all 3 videos on a Monday. So there you go. I've got my 2 slim pieces, nice and firm. Now, because they're these big old book pages, that's come out at 10. How big is this envelope? It's much smaller. So I think I really want to be the same size as the envelope. So we're gonna, I'm not worried about the width because she did have bits poking in and out all over the place. I just want to worry that the height is the same. So I think we'll get the chopper up for this. Yeah, so I'm here 3 times a week, and as I say, Tuesday is paper craft, Sunday is fabric, and Tuesday and Sunday is here on YouTube. The Friday Ko-fi video could be absolutely anything. No ideas. Sometimes it's paper, and sometimes it's fabric. See, it's good to cut that off because we don't want anything that's got death in it, really, do we? Did I even do that straight? So let's try that again. I've had a fairly lazy weekend. Hubby was off around my daughter's again, doing some work on her house. So it was just me and the dog. And we did some cooking and cleaning and crafting, and she did a lot of sleeping, as she is very much prone to do now because she's an old lady now. There you go. Oh, right, that one's, look. Slightly shorter. Probably should have just cut it with a knife in the first place. I'm not very good with that thing. It does a lovely cut. It's not the tool's fault at all. It's me. I'm just not good at holding it tight against the top and making sure it's dead straight before I pull down the arm, but you know. Right, okay, so I'm thinking I might do these as the insides, and then I can decorate the plain outside. So what she did was she stuffed her envelope full of stuff. So I think we're gonna stick that on there on the outside as a page, and then we can decorate down there, and then this envelope can go on the outside of this one, so that's going to stick out as well. And then I'm going to put, I'm not going to use this one, I think it's a bit too thick, and I don't really want that on there like that, so I'm going to use a piece of this paper, this vintage ledger paper, to join it all together. And we're just going to have the 2 pages, I think. So we're going to trim this here, like so. And also, actually, let's do a bit more housekeeping, as it were. I'm aware I've been very lax lately with my hello and thank yous to all the people that visit and take the time to make a comment. Got my list here, which is while I'm moving everything over. So I'd like to say hello to Denise, Karen, Suzanne, Lynn, Sherry Ann, Lynette, Mary, Karen, Pat, Lucy 7B, the Junk Journal Geek, Anna Makes, Sandra, and Jetsy girl. Hello and thank you for taking the time to watch my videos and comment. I hope everybody, not just the commenters, but everybody is happy, safe and well. Busy time at the moment, isn't it? If you're a parent or grandparent, because all the children are off school, so we're busy keeping them entertained, and we've probably got our own oh yeah, no, that is right. No, it's not. Stuck it to the wrong side. See, that's because I'm talking. Can we tear that off? Yes, because we are going to be decorating that. It needed to be on the other side, Claire. You weren't concentrating. Oh dear. And obviously when you're making these things, when you know, saw it on Pinterest or saw it in Somerset magazine, whatever, you know, when you're doing something, obviously you've got very different supplies to the people that made it originally, and we don't want to copy anyway. That's not good ethics, really. There you go, that's better. So we've got our 2 envelopes to the middle and our 2 covers to the end, and then we are going to join it with this like so. But we're going to decorate these up. So actually it's a waste of that lovely paper, isn't it? Let's just join it with something. I'm going to join it with that, I think, because if we're going to decorate it up anyway, we don't want to, whoops, oh, we don't want to waste that lovely paper. See, I'm throwing my scissors on the floor, it's all going wrong. Oh dear, Monday morning and all that. So let's just take a piece off of here. I think this paper is part of an Artie Mays freebie. So, okay, got rid of that. I feel like I've been a good girl, done all my housekeeping, told you about when the videos are out and said all my hello and thank yous. Some of you will have noticed that my intro image on YouTube has changed. I've turned it into a purple poppy one with a picture of my ugly mug. So I left it like that for a little while so that you get used to seeing it, but I will start to put the picture of the project rather than my ugly mug. I just thought that after all this time it was probably about time you saw me, you knew what I looked like. Probably didn't care, but hey hey. Okay, so lining these 2 up like so, and now we should have a cover, envelope 1, envelope 2 and the back cover, and it's all nicely connected. We can go about making some fun decorations. So we're going to use all this. Now the one thing that I remembered she had was the 3 pockets. So I'm going with, I think we're going to put it on the envelope, on this first envelope on this side. That's much too big, isn't it? Right, because what I was thinking was folding this into 3, and that will give me my 3 pockets. So we go like that. I mean, I doubt it's going to be spot on, but now it's too wide for that front cover, so it probably is the perfect size for this envelope. Yes it is, there you go. So what we're going to do is line that back up. We're going to cut down there. Like so. Oh, it's not bad. Smooth, isn't it? Let's do it that way. Do a pencil line. Yeah, see, that wasn't too far off really, was it? Okay. And then I'm going to save this piece because I'm going to cut this bottom one to go there. So I reckon not quite in half, about there, and hope that's straight. Okay, now she definitely had the thumb hole, so we use a circle punch for that and go about halfway, and we'll do the same for this. One, and then the same. We can see it's slightly off, Claire. That wasn't very good, was it? So much for that helping you to make it all the same size. There we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So there's my longer one, and there's my shorter one, and I might even put them out of line, because they don't have to reach the bottom, because we can glue them and do it sort of like that. Okay, but she decorated these up first. Now I think I want to round my corners. I think rounded corners make them look a bit older as well. So I'm going to round that on all of them. Now I know she had 3 the same size, and I'm guessing she did those 3 across 3 different envelopes, but I'm going to do mine as I've shown you, like that. So let's have a look. What have we got? So we've got some of this old bank interest rate paper, so I think I'm going to start there with that one. Just gluing the pieces on. Trying to get it straight, Claire. It really does help if it's straight. There we go, there's that one. And we've also got some vintage cash book, so that could go on there as well. I prefer the plain to the written on, so that's why I'm using that. Okay, I'm gonna chop out one of these. They're obviously scanned vintage letters because you can see through it, and that's what happens with thin paper when it's a scan. So get rid of that. Now we must bear in mind that this is going to sit about there, and this is going to sit about here. So obviously we don't want to decorate any further down here, okay? And that is going to be a bit plain, so we need to turn it round that way, so there's definitely more to see. Yep. So glue that one, and that's gonna give us a nice sort of straight line along there, which is what she had. I haven't got a straight line here, have I? Do we need a straight line? Shall we tear a bit of coffee dyed paper? Can we fill that up, or is that fully dry? No, we can. Oh, we've ripped it. Never mind. Adds to age, I suppose, doesn't it? And we can pop that in there, and then we can put that back on top of it, like so. And now we have got, oh, it's still not straight, is it? Oh my goodness, Claire, what are you like, woman? What are you like? Right, I'm going to trim a bit off because that's obviously too wide. See, you can always fix anything. Right, find a straight line, Claire. Is that straight? Not quite. Goodness me, how can it be so hard to stick something down straight? There you go. We've got a straight line. Done. Right, we're working on this one. And I think this is going to sit about there, so we see 3 papers. Okay. And then we need an upright photograph. Oh, we've got this lovely granddaddy one here. So, my tear ruler. As I say, these are Tracy Fox. If you haven't seen them before now and you fancy them, there we go, make that much smaller, and that we are going to sit there, and if we do that we can see the letter and the photograph. Brilliant. So put the photograph down there. Trim off this bit because we don't need this. Okay, so that one's now lining up there, and then this one will line up at the very bottom. Might have to bring that one up a little bit more. I'd like to see a bit more Grandad. Yeah, okay. So then on this one, I think I'm going for a different piece of ledger paper. This is faux ledger paper. This came in a kit, but it looks good. We're going to pop that one on there. We're going to have a piece of this one on there. So like so. Like that. Trim that off. Okay, let's trim these off. Right, so, okay, let's get these stuck down. So, all the way down the side. Oh no, we need a pin. Oh, it's a needle here. Nope, needle's too big. We need a pin. Nothing quite like blocked up glue, is there? Okay, so glue all the way down this side. As you can see, I have got the worst shaky, unstraight hand possible. There is the argument, Claire, that maybe if you put it on the counter, it would be better. A bit. Okay, now where did we say we wanted this? We want it there, I hope. Slide it up a tiny bit. Okay. You notice I've not inked anything. I've just gone for the old look. I might ink other things, I don't know. We'll see. And then this one going up to the bottom. Oh look, we can't quite see Grandad. Can I do it? Go there, like that. We can trim that bit off because I desperately wanted to see Grandad. I think photographs of older relatives are the most precious photographs of all. There you go. So we've got our 3 pockets. She definitely had 3 pockets. And I'm going to put mine on that envelope. Yeah, that envelope there. Okay. So again, I'm going to glue around the outside, but I don't want the pocket to be this long because things will get lost. So I'm going to do a glue line there and work out how deep that pocket's allowed to be. And then, whoops, up there. And then, I didn't want glue. Oh goodness me, see I wasn't thinking, I didn't want glue on that bit because I want there to be a side in there. There we go. Rub that off with a wet wipe. If it sticks and we can't do it, it sticks and we can't do it. But I just thought it would be nice to have something else coming out there. So now what we've got, hopefully, is, where's those tags that I had? Here. So we've got a pocket at the top, see it? Pocket at the top, pocket in the middle, pocket at the bottom, and also Is that stuck? Not really. Oh, of course it's stuck at the bottom half. So we have to remember. There we go. We've got a pocket. What's occurring here? Yeah, no, it's not going to work. I'm just going to glue it down and be done with it. We can have plenty of other tuck-in spaces. See, this is when you're doing somebody else's idea. It doesn't always work for you. Perfect. We've got tuck in there, but this needs to be strengthened. So, what if we do our other file folder? Now, if we do it here, that's going to give us a nice stick out. Look. So we'll glue it level with the edge of that page. Now this is the one that I already decorated. So actually, if we put that one there, yes, okay. What we're going to do is we're going to decorate up lovely vintage paper, that. What if we use, we need this on this one, don't we? On there, like that. But with that nice opening. So if we use some coffee dyed paper, like that, and we put that in there, it's going to give us a little bit of added strength. So and I'm obviously doing, well, not obviously maybe, but I'm doing it to the front bit because I'm gluing the back bit down. So it's the front that needs strengthening, especially as it is an air melt envelope, because they were so thin. If you've never handled one, because of the weight in the aeroplane, they were so thin you could almost see through them. I remember when I was in Antigua sending letters home to my mum. There you go, that's just strengthened that up so we can slide bits and pieces in there. I used to get this like blue paper that you'd write on and then fold in on itself and glue the edge, and it was like writing on tracing paper. It was so thin. There we go. So we've got a lovely pocket there with a vintage envelope. So that's that one, that's that one. This we're going to need to decorate, and I think this is the one that vintage press is going on. And sadly, we're going to have to trim a little bit. So what we're going to do is we'll trim a bit here, and then if we, it's a little tip for you, I think I've shown you this before. If you put your piece inside the envelope, Yeah, it's still slightly too big. Take minuscule off that end. You slide it into your envelope. It's worth the patience, it really is. And you slide it all the way to the end, because that's where I'm going to stick it. You can take your pencil and draw that shape, and then pull it out and just trim up where we're going to have our opening, which is there, like that. Look, ta-da! Really simple, really clever. So a little bit there, and glue around there, but then just down those edges so that we get another little tuck spot. We're all about the tuck spots today, aren't we? It's like major multi-tuck spot piece. So that's, oh, there's the rubbish one there. There we go. And there we go. So you've got a little tuck spot there. See? Just to there. But then we've got this big envelope here. And we've got all those pockets. And we've got that pocket there. Right. Now, am I actually going to decorate this page, or am I just going to go straight in there? No, we want something, don't we? So, should we have that sort of, oh, I suppose we could put it that way, couldn't we? Oh, there you go. Yep, so that's going on. And you'll notice that I'm really just using scraps. There's not much new that I'm using. Oops. So this is going right up to the opening and down there like that. I'm just going to jump up and shut the windows of rubbish money here. And they always create a lot of noise. So, oh, and I've had a little glance at the timer while I was up shutting the window. Can't believe it's been 40 minutes already. So that goes down there like that. Time flies when you're having fun. The old ones are the good ones, you know. Where's it gone? There it is. So if we put that one there like that, but we just glue around that edge, we can tuck there as well, but we need something up the top there first. So is it going to be another holiday photo? But I haven't got many that go up and down. Do we want the boys? Not really. Oh, what about young love? Teenage romance? Maybe. It's about the only one that I've got printed out that actually goes the right way, so I don't think we've got a lot of choice. So there you go. I'm gonna have young love. In fact, anyone who's around my age can probably find a picture a bit like this of their parents, because I'm sure there's a picture somewhere of my parents like this, where my mum's wearing one of these really sort of stiff, almost cover-all bikinis. Yeah, anyway, so we're going to pop that there like that, and maybe go up a bit for more interest. Okay. And I like that we got that blue and red airmail sticking out. You see, I like that it's all different heights. And then we're going to glue this on there. Again, probably not very straight, but hey ho. Just on those. Oh. Good, the wrong two sides. I bet you were shouting at me, weren't you? You knew. Right. That goes there. Like that. Let's just I'll put a piece of paper in there. Hopefully it'll make sure that that stays free for us to tuck stuff in. What's occurring here? It's just not happening, is it? Do you know what I mean? This is Monday morning, it's all gone wrong, is what this is. Right, Claire, concentrate. You want to come right, you want to come along the bottom and up this side. God, I did it completely wrong, didn't I? How bad am I today? There. That is where I should have stuck it in the first place. If I stick that in there, that will be fine. Okay. So we've got our front cover. We've got this lovely file folder thing. And obviously we've got that underneath. We come over, we've got our 3 pockets. We've then got our vintage envelope, which I feel like I'm actually gonna punch. Oh. Gonna punch a bit out so that you know you can use that. And then we've got that envelope there, and then we've got our back cover. I love it. So I think for the time being I'm going to stop there before I do something else ridiculously wrong. We have been 40 minutes anyway, and we'll come back to this at some other time. So I hope you found some joy and inspiration with my first new Somerset Studio project. Let's have a little look-see how we got on. Let's move all this. Not too bad, I don't think. What say you? She did line them up. I didn't realise she'd line them up. So yeah, there you go. And this one is sort of this, isn't it? Does stick out. And we've got these as well. So yeah, I don't think that was bad. So as always, thank you for spending time with me today. Stay safe. I'll see you very soon. Ta-ta for now.